Ever since the first Galaxy Fold was announced 2 years ago, I felt obsessed, yes, very strong word, with all the technologies it introduced. From its folding mechanism that spawned many clones and wannabes to an optimized software that is second to none, I could not think of any smartphone of such caliber to overtake my desire to own one. Fast forward to today, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G was just announced, and you can just imagine my excitement despite having a working and still very reliable Z Fold 2 5G. The new iteration promises a lot of really good features that are missing on the current Fold. If you missed my previous video about the Z Fold 3 5G, I did not have the phone at the time. Well, today obviously, I am excited to finally show and give you my hands-on impressions or review of the Z Fold 3 5G. Is it really a better upgrade from the Z Fold 2 5G? Well, you're about to find out in this video.
Well, hello there.
I am already on board to trade in my unit to the Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. This is of course coming from someone who spent about a year enjoying the perks and benefits of the Z Fold 2 5G. Similar to the customer feedback that sprung the features on the Z Fold 3 5G, I truly enjoy the flexibility of a folding smartphone. You get a smartphone that you can instantly shift from phone to a tablet form factor by manually unfolding it. Its magic does not stop there because the moment you unfold the phone, you'll be greeted with a UI that matches the bigger screen. This, however, is a double-edged sword because not all applications on the Z Fold 2 5G support this. There are times when some apps like Instagram, Lazada, and some mobile apps, or games rather, would not switch to a bigger UI when the display is unfolded. This issue is now resolved in the new Galaxy Z Fold 3 because most, if not all of the apps may now be switched to 16:9 to 4:3 ratio. I also noticed that they overhauled how the settings menu is presented. It is now shown side by side and not in full screen compared to the one on the Z Fold 2. I'm happy that Samsung finally realized this and, oh nga naman, this looks more natural on a folding smartphone. I am tremendously impressed with how Samsung improved the folding mechanism of Galaxy Fold over the years. It is, however, still not a perfect feature as moving parts tend to break over time. This is where the reliability of Samsung Care Plus comes into play. I have availed of this service in the past since the inner display of my Z Fold 2 suddenly had a horizontal line that extends from the sleep and wake button to the other side. After paying the service fee of $7,200, it seemed like Samsung totally replaced the phone and got it back to me just a matter of 2 weeks. Without Samsung Care Plus, owning a folding smartphone is like having a hollow brick full of anxiety. Fortunately, all new purchases of any Z Fold 3 variants come with a Samsung Care Plus for a year. While your investment is secured with Samsung Care Plus, Samsung also made sure that the Z Fold 3 is more properly physically protected this time around. And just like what I said in my previous video, this folding smartphone is now wrapped with Gorilla Glass Victus, which is 50% stronger than Gorilla Glass 6, and pre-installed with 80% more durable protective film. This protective film also seems to have improved the quality of the display. As someone who has been using the Z Fold 2 5G, I also enjoy the camera features of that one. Its set of cameras may not be as good as the Galaxy S21 series, but it works just as intended. Photos are crisp with really good levels of saturation and contrast. But in the case of Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G, you still get the same kind of quality on your photos and videos. You get deep and accurate blacks and grays. The extra camera software features further add value to its folding capability. Dual video on the Z Fold 2 has now been replaced with director's view, similar to the one on the Galaxy S21 series. 8K video recording is still nowhere to be found, but this should not be a big deal since consumers are not yet technically ready to play 8K videos on streaming and VOD services. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 is significantly better and faster than the Z Fold 2. It is running on Snapdragon 888 5G 5nm processor, similar to what you can find on the ROG Phone 5, Find X3 Pro, and Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, or Xiaomi Mi 11. Now, in terms of overall performance, it performs dramatically better than some of its competitors. Playing AAA titles like Apex Legends, which works really well on this phone, Marvel Future Revolution, and Genshin Impact are enjoyable to play on this smartphone even at maximum settings. Now, while we're on the subject of gaming, I believe that you would like to know about thermals. Now, what I did is I measured specific points of the phone after playing 10 minutes of Genshin Impact using my FLIR camera. Based on my reading, the temperature was around 38 to 42 degrees Celsius after 10 minutes at max gameplay on the Z Fold 2 5G and around 37 to 42 degrees Celsius on the Z Fold 3 5G with the same gameplay duration. The difference is negligible and I did not mind the heat at all. It isn't as hot as the ROG Phone 5 and Xiaomi Mi 11 though. Hindi naman sobrang init ng mga phones na yun, no? But I just really find it comfortable to play games long duration on this smartphone. Battery life was very impressive too, but was a little lower than the actual battery performance of my Z Fold 2. The Z Fold 3 managed to stay up with 20% remaining for a little over 10 hours on artificial benchmark. Of course, I expect this to perform better over the next few years. I haven't been using this for more than 36 hours, so I think it would be fair for us to do this test again on our full review. Now, here's the question. Should you buy a brand new or possibly cheaper Z Fold 2 5G or get this one instead? It is more than likely that Samsung would cease the production of Z Fold 2 5G to refocus everything on the new iteration. However, I will not be surprised if there are still some remaining units that need to be sold by Samsung or offered by their telco partners to their subscribers. At a lower updated price, of course. Now, if this happens, assuming that the SRP of the Z Fold 2 5G drops to around 55 to 65,000, grab that deal. However, if you have extra 30,000 pesos on top of the new assumed SRP, assuming that you have 87,000 to 95,000 pesos, then you might want to buy the Z Fold 3 5G instead. You know what? This assumption begs to answer the question, should you buy the Z Fold 3 5G instead? I already answered that, but absolutely, but only if you have the money and the need to own one. The Galaxy Z Fold series is an interesting product line that blurs the gap between, need and want. The surge of the urge just to have a folding smartphone is triggered by its novelty features and determining whether they are answers to a specific lifestyle or professional necessity. If you only want to experience a very capable folding smartphone, I recommend that you get a Z Fold 2 5G. If you need a new one, and to experience all the cool features that it has, and budget is not a constraint, then you may want to pre-order the Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. Catch my full review of the Z Fold 3 5G. I'll be talking more about performance, thermals, again, battery life, and more sample photos and videos. Again, this has been my review, hands-on review rather, or impressions of the Z Fold 3 5G, first 36 hours maybe. Again, this has been Gian of Gadget Pilipinas. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!